Morning guys, happy Saturday and welcome back to my channel and my Slimming World journey. So I hope you've been enjoying my daily vlogs. I didn't quite get as far as I wanted to with the daily vlogs, as most of you may know, because I lost some footage. But never mind, we've had a great holiday week and I think some of the vlogs that I've produced are going to be lovely memories for us as a family. So on to this week's results. So this week I went to weigh in on Thursday evening as usual at the 5:30 group and I lost 6.5 pounds. Yeah, 6.5 pounds. So you might remember that I had a gain of ½ pound last week, so I've got that off plus another 6 pounds. So I now weigh 17 stone 11.5, so I'm in a new number, and my total weight loss is 8 stone 10. So that means that I got my 8.5 stone award. I needed 3.5 pounds to get it, so I've smashed that, and I'm absolutely delighted. I've really worked hard for that, as I'm sure most of you watching my vlog will know. I have worked hard for that by sticking to plan through my holiday, and I will talk about that in a bit more detail. I don't think I've shown you in my book my Greatest Loser sticker and my 8.5 stone sticker. So yeah, more lovely shinies for my book, and absolutely thrilled with a 6.5 pound loss. It's through, I'm trying not to be boastful, but it is through hard work, motivation and determination, and that's how I've got a bigger loss. Right, so turning to how to make an effort to stay on plan while on holiday. It's all down to choice power. It's your choice. So what's the first choice to make when you're booking a holiday? Are you going to go self-catering to a bed and breakfast or to an all-inclusive? My chat will mostly be about self-catering because that's where we usually go. We usually go self-catering, but we have been to a bed and breakfast in the past. So self-catering then, obviously you're cooking all your own meals, so you're still in charge of what you're eating. What I would say with that is you could do your research. Anywhere you're going, do your research. So is there going to be a freezer? Is there going to be a microwave? Is there going to be an oven? Also, the area where you're going, do your research about what restaurants there is that out and about. So for example, we went to Bridlington and I already knew that there was a Subway, a Wetherspoons, and various different places. So I had in my head that would be 2 on-plan meals if we didn't want to cook. A Subway salad, look up the sins for the dressings. A couple of the dressings are very low sin, and Wetherspoons have 2 or 3 low sin dishes as well. So yeah, do your research about what's going to be available where you're staying, regards to cooking, and also what restaurants there are out and about, and have a look online for their menus. So we took our air fryer so that we can still make Slimming World chips. You can make them in the oven obviously, but we prefer them in the Actifry, so we took our Actifry. I also took a lot of my own store cupboard staples like balsamic vinegar, chip spice. I took all my hi-fi bars and low sin treats as well. So I already had some stuff, and then also what I do is I think about how much money I would have spent buying off-plan meals or treats or what we would have bought before, And I go into Marks and Spencer's or whatever supermarket you like, and I buy lots of nice on-plan treats that I fancy, like fruit pots, lovely salads. In Marks and Spencer's particularly, there's lots of flavoured chickens and things that are low sin, that you can just pop in the oven. So buy lots of things that you fancy trying that are on plan, just as little holiday treats for yourself. And also, because you've got more time to cook when you're on holiday, you can switch your meals around a bit. So for example, I was having cooked breakfast, which I don't usually have, or not very often anyway. So I was having cooked breakfast, and then so I was able to swap around and have my healthy bee for my lunch with sandwiches, or as a snack later on, and obviously fitting my healthy A in there as well with cheese, etc. So yeah, you can have a bit of a swap around because you've got a bit more time, and make those meals that you've always fancied making as a little treat to yourself while you're on holiday. The other thing to think about is getting that exercise in. So obviously we have Alfie, who, whether we're on holiday or not, needs 2 walks a day. So what we do when we're on holiday is we stick to those 2 walks a day. We make them longer, we make them more interesting, and usually, as well as those 2 walks a day, we're going sightseeing, because we can obviously leave Alfie with Andrew's parents in this instance, or wherever, and we're usually walking around looking at places as well without Alfie. So plus, alongside the 2 walks a day, we're also walking round shops or walking round National Trust places or things like that, just general touristy things. I've just come back from the gym, I forgot to say that. So yeah, so get lots of exercise in, or if you've got kids or whatever, you can plan lots of fun exercise things to do, like soft play or trampolining or cycling, walking on the beach, lots of different things to get that exercise in. And don't forget, when you're on holiday, you can also, if you're going to plan lots of exercise and plan your meals and stuff, but you can also loosen it up a little bit. One-off planned meal that I had was fish and chips, but I food optimised it, and I'll show you how I food optimised my fish and chips. Just bear with me a second. So we went to get fish and chips on Saturday night, and I'd been thinking all week how I would deal with eating fish and chips and still stay on plan. So here we go. So fish and chips there, bearing in mind that I've had this on Saturday night and I've still lost 6.5 pounds. So I've taken most of the batter off the fish. You can see there's still a little bit there because, as I said in my vlog, I'm not a saint. I've removed a lot of the chip portion because Andrew's chips covered the whole plate, and I've added a speedy salad. So there are, obviously that still has sins, I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's a lot healthier than it would have been just if I'd been eating it out of the packet straight away with my fish and chips and salt and vinegar and things. So you can still have off-plan meals and you can still relax a little bit. Another thing I've done when I've been on holiday is I've had my Slimming World fry at breakfast, and then say I've had something like a scone and a cup of tea, and then I've got to the evening and I've realised I've not had my healthy bee, but I don't need it because I've had, you know, a few different things through the day. So I just snack on fruit or a hi-fi bar. I'm not saying miss out your healthy bee, but if the circumstances of what you have eaten don't just sit there at night and think, oh well, I haven't had my healthy A and B, so I'll have cheese on toast, when you've been, you know, you've perhaps been a little bit off plan during the day with a piece of cake or a scone. Just think about your day and how you can balance it out. And don't forget, lots of walking, lots of water, and it's about choice power. And if you go to a bed and breakfast, study the menu. Some places will have grilled bacon and grilled and wholemeal bread and poached eggs, but don't forget to ask. Don't forget to ask them to grill your bacon, or do it in as little fat as possible. And someone I was watching on Snapchat actually said that a fried egg, fried in fat or whatever, is one sin. So, you know, you can count a sin for your fried egg if you want to. But also, don't just go for scrambled egg or an omelette without asking how it's cooked. Doesn't mean you can't eat it, but at least you know that you have to allocate some sins for it. Oh, sorry, I keep knocking the table. Yeah, so put scrambled eggs, they might add milk or cream. So, and omelette, they might add oil to fry it in. So don't forget to ask how it's cooked, and then you can allocate some sins for it. And I hope you all enjoy your holidays. Don't forget, when there's more and more healthy options when you're out and about. I went to Greg's yesterday morning for Andrew. It was absolute torture with the smell to get him some sausage rolls. I can't actually believe that I walked into a Greg's. I bought him some sausage rolls. I brought them all the way home in the car, and I didn't touch them. But what I did notice in Greg's is that they have those salads, and I think the sins are on the app, but they've got some dressings just in little pots, so you can actually choose whether you want to add the dressing or not. But there's always those healthy options. Most towns have Subways now. Most towns have Wetherspoons. And most places, when you're out and about, will have at least one or two healthy options, so you can look up those. You can look up those menus before you go. I know it's difficult, I know it's hard, I know the temptation's there, but in this instance what was motivating me was that it's my Slimming World anniversary in a couple of weeks on the 7th of April. So I want to have a couple of good weight losses so that I could get my 8.5 stone award in time for my Slimming World anniversary. So I'm thinking of those scales. The feeling I got when I'd lost 6.5 pounds beats any off-plan treat and also walking into a shop and trying on clothes in a size 20 when I was previously a size 32 beats any off-plan treat you can think of. I promise you it does. So think of those little things. When you're walking into Greg's or into a coffee shop, you've got your hi-fi bar in your handbag, you've got your sweeteners, you know, you've got fruit teas, you've got all sorts of things. In fact, when I walked into one of the coffee shops in Selby, they had low sugar syrups. No sugar syrups. So, you know, ask whether you can, you know, if you can have syrup in your coffee. No added sugar syrup. That will be sin-free. At the end of the day, it's your choice and it's your journey. And do allow yourself a couple of treats. This time it was fish and chips. When I've been to the Lake District, it's been a piece of cake. The way I work it is like it's one treat a day, and I walk it off. I always do with my exercise. So that's my motivation. Always carry your water so you can keep drinking your water, and have a great holiday. So I hope that's helped you, and that's what's helped me, and that's what's got me my weight loss this week. 6.5 pounds, absolutely amazing. Yeah, just eating 100% on plan and walking, allowing a little treat here and there, but yeah, it's all about your choice power. Only you can do it, but you can do it. And if you've got any questions, leave them below, and follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. I've posted a lot of pictures up there, so please follow me on there. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Knew I'd forget a couple of things. So you know what I was saying about freezers? Don't forget, if they do have a freezer available, you could do some meal prep. You could cook pastas, you could cook soups, or quiche. Slimming World quiche is a really good one because that's portable. So then you can take that out and about with you. Andrew's pulling faces, Jane. You can't see him. So Slimming World quiche is portable, great idea for picnics while your other family have sandwiches or whatnot. So prep those before you go, take them with you, keep them in the freezer. That's what I did when we went to Lake District last time. Yeah, I made pasta dishes and quiche, all portable and all really quick and easy. One more tip is, don't forget to include that speed food. So if you go into your supermarkets for your lovely on-plan treats, don't forget to check out all the lovely salads and all the lovely fruit pots. They can be a real treat because they are obviously slightly more expensive, but don't forget all those off-plan treats you might have bought before, such as chocolate and crisps and going out for meals and things like that. Don't forget that you can still spend that money, but on lovely on-plan things that you wouldn't normally buy to treat yourself while you're on holiday. And also, if you're going out and about, you can obviously order your jacket potato or your steak or whatever on-plan meal that you're having. But don't forget, sometimes they only come with a small bit of salad. That is probably not going to be your third speed. So don't forget to check out the side dishes and ask for a side order of more salad. And the lady, when I went to the pub, the lady offered to put it all on one plate for me with my jacket potato. So that was really, really nice. So don't forget to include that speed food, and that will help fill you up, help stop you snacking throughout the afternoon, keep you full, and aid with your weight loss. And yeah, when you're eating out, there's usually jacket potatoes on the menu. So yeah, jacket potatoes is a really good option with your beans or your steak or whatever. But one tip that I found was the Laughing Cow light cheese triangles. So if you don't like dry baked potatoes, you could sneak one of them in your handbag to spread on your jacket potato. So it's been naughty now, it's getting cream eggs out. So for your Laughing Cow light, it's 1.5 cents each, or 5 for your Healthy Extra B. So they would make a really good snack if you snuck a couple in your handbag for whilst you're out and about. And if you and then you've got a snack in the night with your Healthy B bread or crackers, or that'll make a really good snack. So yeah, that's another tip. Always have your bits in your handbag, your hi-fi bar, sweeteners if you use them, a Laughing Cow light triangle, anything that you like that is portable. With your water bottle, stick it in your handbag, and don't be afraid to ask for restaurants and waitresses to make changes to your meal. And you can do it, I know you can. Think of those scales, think of that motivation, think of that feeling when you step off the scales. But the most important thing is, when you go on holiday, if you do want to have a little bit of a break from Slimming World and go off plan or whatever plan you're following, when you get back on that horse and get back on that plan. Get straight back on it.
Okay.
Do some SP days if you want to. I don't currently do SP days, but you might do SP days. But just get straight back on plan. So before you go, you might want to get a couple of meals in the freezer so that you've got on plan meals for when you return from your holiday. But yeah, those are the main tips. Maybe get a dog so that you can do lots of walking. So I will see you next time. Come on, you come and say bye now, you've been naughty.
No, I'm shy.
Come on.
Shy. No, shy. Shy.
Come on.
No. 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 No.
Oops. Look, show your cream eggs and tell them how many sins they are. Properly.
They are the half a sinners.
The 9 sins cream eggs. See you later.